This is the last field. And it's steep. This is the steepest part. This is the steepest field I got. So, just to give you an idea, up at those trees, I was at 14 something, 1450 something. I just took a screenshot of this. I'm standing at 1354. So, and I'll do that when I get up there. This field, 150 yards that way. So, I'm hoping that this is the last of the hay. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping. So, I've just got the brush hog on right now, doing the outside rounds, and then get the sickle bar on and start going up and down, up and down. So, all right. Well, I'll check back when I get to the top. Alright, so down there is where I came from. It's where I was sitting right down there when I did just a second ago with the video. So from here to down there, 93 feet. So I figured on 150 yards. So that's a 21-degree slope. Pretty steep. I had my sports camera on going up and down over there on the edge with my aunt's ground, and yeah, it's pretty dicey, to be honest with you. I used to run this thing around up here when I was younger, never even thought twice about it. In fact, I still, if I wasn't putting this hay in, I would mow this out along. I wouldn't go up and down. But down, maybe 100 yards down there. So this field, my dad told me, when he was growing up, they plowed this field with Percherons, a team of Percherons. So, and then later on they got a Oliver cleat track to plow it with. Oh, but about 100 yards down there is where basically, the plowed, I don't know, the big furrow is. So it's really steep right down there for about 3 or 4 feet. So, and I won't go out along there. But since we're going up and down, it doesn't matter. But yeah, they used to plow this whole hillside with a team of horses. So, in fact, if you look, over there's the pond. That's the fields I did first. And you'll see there's kind of a V between the power lines, which probably wasn't there then. But that was a field over there where all that big timber is. They farmed that. So yeah, so anyways, I'm going to run out along here, right through there. I got to get out here and either cut limbs or just cut trees. Get some of my field back. And then I'm just going to go out along the trees here. I can't get up underneath there. I don't want to tear anything up. And I'll take 2 or 3 swipes out across there. And then I got to work this corner off to where I mowed. And then that'll be ready. Then we'll start, get the sickle bar on. So, all right. I'm going to get moving here. Alright, it's done. I tell you, oh man, sun's out right now. It's kind of steamy, but it's done. And this section, this is the worst. So when you're mowing out the rest of this, I know it's steep, but when you come down to the bottom, I mean, it doesn't look flat, but it feels flat. And it's the same at the top, you know. It gets the top third of this field is not as steep as this middle section, so it's not bad. You know, you go up there and you can turn around, and man, you don't even sweat it. Well, I don't anyways, I'm used to it. But this section right here, this is the worst. This is the steepest section of it. I believe it's even steeper than out in there. And what makes it really, really bad is the fact that you're turning right there at the edge of the woods. Like, there's no flat area. That's as steep as the rest of it. And I'll tell you what, you know, what sucks is you go up there and you're making that turn, and now you're hanging this mower 7 feet or whatever this is, 7-foot bar down over the hill from you. So, and, well, let me tell you, every year I dislike this more and more and more, this section right here, from basically where that tree line is, right there, over, and you can see kind of, I don't know if you can tell that that's a little red maple right there. That's my property line with my aunt. So this little section here will make you sweat. So yeah, but it's done. Oh my God, my arms and my legs are tired of hanging on. So all right, well, I'm gonna take this mower off, see what's going on. I don't even know what time it is, anything. But thank goodness this is done. This is probably the most hay I've had down at one time since I started this hay sweep thing. So it's probably not going to go good. So. Let me do this all over again because I didn't have the freaking mic turned on. Anyways, I just got done with that little steep section, the steepest part of it. And I say it's the steepest part of it because I have to turn on the steep side. This, I know it looks steep, but the tractor's sitting there. It's not an issue. This is flat compared to down there. So when I was coming up, that thing was digging all 4 tires. Oops, sorry. That thing was digging all 4 tires coming up through there, dragging that rake. And then when you turn out, make the right and turn out to go back down, I mean, you could feel it. You can feel that tractor unweight. Like, it's scary. It is scary. For sure. So, but it's done. That's the worst part of it. I just got to do from here over to where you see the yard start, and then I have one little section that is behind the solar panels. It's real short. So that's where we're at. So I'm gonna put you on time lapse. I have no idea what it looks like. what it's gonna look like. I wish I had a drone, but I don't. It's not in the budget. So, alright, so here's what I did. I raked everything from the top all the way down to here, and I raked from the solar panels kind of like straight out up. Because the further you go down this way, it gets steeper. So, and here's my trailer rigging. So my idea is, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's not gonna work. This is the crazy thing I come up with in my mind, that I stack all this on, I hook to that strap and just drive out, and it should just unload it, right? Sure. Let's hope. It'll be a total fail right on camera if it doesn't. But here's the hay. Definitely ready to come in. We had a pretty... Alright, so better than I thought. This way, I parked in a really bad spot. So there's a furrow right there. Right there. So right in front of on this side of the trailer is kind of like a drop off. It's probably 6-8 inches, and then on down there's one where the skid steer is sitting. So, but it's not too bad. So we're gonna see how it goes. The way I'm loading is the best way, not coming out across and pushing it into a pile. I think grab it and stick it in. Okay, so I've changed up how I'm doing this again. So I have it up over there, but I have it on a pulley now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull. I have a D-ring. I'm going to hook on right here. Then I'm going to take this end of it and I'm going to hook it to the tractor. And I'm going to unload it right here instead of pulling out and having, you know, the hay clean out at the front again. And hopefully it'll stack it a little bit. All right, that's mid-morning, good day. Today will be the last day for hay 2024. So, what happened yesterday? So yesterday, I was picking it up with the trailer because we had guests. Well, the guests left early, a day early, in fact. Oh, God, it's so hot here today. So instead of messing around with that trailer, once they left, which I had actually finished all of that, and I will tell you, I can't hardly see, out there, in the skid steer, like, you physically wanted to fall out of the front of the skid steer. That's the first time I think I've ever had a skid steer out there. I don't really want to take it back out there. So, and if you get sideways with those steel tracks, you know, it wants to take off on you. So it's kind of like, you know, you had to like back up in an angle, slight angle, and then, you know, you were working yourself in a V out there. But I tell you, I would not want, there's no way I would want to be out there without those tracks, because it would have been so tippy, it would have been ridiculous. Those tracks make that machine feel twice as big as it actually is. So it adds that much weight. I think probably close to 1,200 pounds. I think they weigh like something like 500-600 pounds a piece. So don't quote me on that though. But anyways, so what I have left, and so after they left, I had already had a big pile of hay here and then two smaller ones down through there. So when they left, I just grabbed the skid steer and hauled it to the barn. A lot quicker. Even though the skid steer the trailer takes like 2 to 3, you know, grabs at a time, it was taking me longer to unload it. So like probably for next year though, across the creek over there, I'll probably use the trailer because it's such a long haul. So anyways. So today, I don't know if you guys can, there's the dip I was telling you about. It's probably a 2 to 3 foot drop in there that runs out. Let me walk you down here. I need to get going. It's supposed to hit 95 today. I really want to be walking up and down this hill as much as I can if I don't have to. So anyways, there it is. Whoa! Jesus, about freaking turfed it. So there it is. I don't know, can you tell that? I can't see in the range of the viewfinder, it's so bright. But there it is. And that's causing me all kinds of problems. So everything that was down there, I raked down from here and then just pushed it into a pile. And then knowing that I couldn't get through the yard with the skid steer, I just, in this thing here, when I was coming down the hill, it was just, I was leaving, you can see how much hay I'm leaving right here. This was one of them that I did. Plus, it was breaking the tines. And I was, you know, it's been between 90 and 95 here past couple days, so it's just unbearable. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to get on the tractor, I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to rake where I was yesterday into a row so I can pick it up. Probably just with the Kubota, with the RTV. And then I'm going to rake this all down. Get it down here where I can get it with the skid steer. Shove it in the barn and be done. So I'm just going to put you on a time lapse and be done with it. Because honestly, I want to be done. Oh yeah, this is so dang steep. It's crazy. 20-degree slope. And then with this dry hay, it's as slippery as ice. It's crazy. Alright, well, I'm going to get the Kubota fired up. Run up there and do that, and then we'll get you moving.